So the Los Angeles Lakers have tough decisions to make in this offseason. So the Lakers front office is reportedly split between the future of Austin Reaves and Rui Hachimura. So this is a tough decision that the Lakers have to make. And the Lakers are at a crossroads, and it's not just about who they add next, but who they might potentially lose. So according to insider Anthony Alwin, the Lakers front office is deeply divided over the futures of Austin Reaves and Rui Hachimura, two players who have been and become mainstays in their rotation over the past 2.5 seasons as the franchise prepares for the full year of Luka Doncic. In the Luka Doncic era, tough decisions loom in the horizon. So tension stems from the Lakers' disappointing 2-12 record in the last 14 playoff games, including a first round exit at the hands of the Minnesota Timberwolves. So, with limited trade assets and only one first round pick to leverage, the Lakers' ability to upgrade their roster hinges on moving actual contributors, and that's where Reaves and Hachimura come into focus. So, they're in a point where the Lakers will have to sacrifice one of these two, and it's just going to be very tough because in the Luka Doncic era, the Lakers need to keep as many vital assets as possible, especially the core should not change that much. And Austin Reaves is coming off the best season of his career, having cracked the 20-point mark when he averaged 20.2 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 5.8 assists per game on 46% shooting from the field and 38% from three-point range. So his affordable contract makes him one of the best value assets in the league, but that won't last because there are reports that have come out saying that Austin Reaves, is expected to demand upwards of 30 million annually when he hits free agency in 2026. And his agent recently issued a sharp response to trade speculation, stating, "You have no idea what's coming." So that there's a lot of tension with that statement because Austin Reaves is looking towards getting a payday, and I'm not sure if it's going to come from the Lakers. So despite his popularity and production, the Lakers aren't actively shopping Reaves unless the return is an all-star caliber player who complements Luka Doncic's timeline and also and becomes a Laker long term. So there's a lot of speculation at that part, and the Lakers have not yet declared that they have put Austin Reaves on the chopping block because that will be crazy. So far, no such deal exists. However, the cap situation and fit alongside Luka Doncic raises internal concerns. So Reeves struggles defensively against elite wings, and Doncic and LeBron James both operating in high usage. There's an argument that the Lakers may need a more athletic, defensive-minded backcourt partner, and that's why you're seeing, subliminally, you're seeing Austin Reeves is kind of getting alienated like that because of that offense that is being run. But LeBron James is on his way out of the league, still waiting for him to announce his farewell tour. But hey, I'm not sure if this guy is going. He has not even announced like when he's gonna leave. But all in all, him staying on the roster might set the Lakers back. I'm not saying this because I want LeBron James to go away, but if LeBron James gets paid north of like 45 to 50 million, it's going to hurt the Lakers salary cap, and it's also not going to let the Lakers have any flexibility of signing players because every single player that they're going to get, they're going to be on mid-level exceptions, vet minimum deals, and not many players like taking pay cuts like that. So Rui Hachimura, meanwhile, may be the more likely trade candidate, set to earn 18.2 million next season on an expiring deal. He's one of the few players whose salary and performance could fetch a rotational level upgrade in return. So, despite dealing with a lingering knee issue, he was one of the few Lakers who showed up consistently in the postseason with his 41% three-point shooting and physicality on the wing. Gives him value, but with James, Doncic, and Dorian Finney-Smith all defending similar positions, the fit becomes redundant. So some within the Lakers front office want to make bold moves now, even if it's cost popular players, believing that wasting another year of LeBron James and Doncic together will be an organizational blunder. So it will be an organizational malpractice, if I may add. So others prefer to wait for a full training camp to evaluate the fit before blowing things up. But there's a lot of speculation that the team may be saving its best asset for a future star to partner with Luka Doncic, once LeBron's contract expires. So whatever direction the Lakers take, one thing is clear: this offseason will define the future. And the debate about Reaves and Hachimura isn't just about two players; about whether the Lakers will be ready to act boldly or continue to play safe, or will they be able to alter this roster and add the key players that will usher in the new Luka Doncic era, because Luka Doncic is 25 years old and he's on pace to be the face of the league and the face of the Lakers as well. So LeBron James' contract, I mean, if he signs a 1 year deal, we just know that he's not gonna stay in the league too long. Give it a year, give it 2 years. But the Lakers have serious problems, because if the Lakers can't convince LeBron James to uh take like at least a 10 to $15 million pay cut to keep this roster, it's going to be very difficult for the Lakers to be able to sign free agents and also role players to fit the rotation, and also get like specialists that can be able to complement Luka Doncic's play, because the Lakers must now understand that they're in now Luka Doncic's timeline, and they have to figure out a way to get players that can complement Luka Doncic's play style, similar to what we saw with the Dallas Mavericks. Get a few front court players that can be able to actively defend and rebound, players who can be able to assist in getting the defensive load off Luka Doncic, because the reason as to why the Dallas Mavericks front office decided to trade away Luka Doncic is because of defense. So, I mean, that was kind of unfair, but others can argue that the Dallas Mavericks did not want to give Luka Doncic the supermax deal worth $348 million, and when they traded him to the Lakers, he was $118 million short, and he's not going to receive that similar type of money from the Lakers. That bag is gone, and he's going to receive a contract that is minus 118 million. So yeah, they screwed him up big time, especially after he bought a home there. But now the Lakers have to figure out a way. Can we be able to retain these players while we sign more players? Can we be able to convince some role players who have been bouncing around the league to be able to take mid-level exceptions, player vet minimum deals, so that they can be able to help the Lakers in this process of transitioning into the post LeBron James era? So those are the questions, those are the head scratchers that any Lakers front office any front office personnel is supposed to be thinking about. So yeah, I mean, it's a tough one, because I love the Lakers. I want to see the Lakers win. It's been a while. The last time they were in the conference finals was in 2023, and they were swept by the Denver Nuggets. And since then, they have been 12-2 in the postseason. Things have not been looking good for the Lakers. They only won two playoff games in 2 years, because last year they got beat by the Denver Nuggets in 5 games, only won one game, and this one's similar. So they're being bounced around in the first round, and it's not looking good for LA. So major moves are yet to materialize. But the most realistic one, and I feel like the Lakers can be able to pull a trigger on, if Austin Reaves, the agent for Austin Reaves says that he doesn't want to accept anything less than 30 million. So there's a high likelihood that the Lakers can be able to sacrifice Austin Reaves, because they're going to justify and say that we have Luka Doncic, so we don't need an Austin Reaves. So some people can even think like that, but hey, I mean, some players just have to come off the bench on this one, and also Hachimura. Man, it's going to be a tough one, but hopefully the Lakers are able to retain these players, for at least 1 or 2 seasons before things, get out of hand, and also just convince them to take money that can be able to be team friendly. But hey, I mean, the NBA is an ever changing landscape, and a lot of people are in it for financial compensation. So if Austin Reeves is not getting compensated well, being a Laker, and Rui Hachimura's role will diminish in the first full season of the Luka Doncic era, there's a high likelihood, if they're not gonna leave this off season, maybe in the next postseason, if they give it like another go, and a guy like Austin Reeves, who's facing free agency in next season, next off season, even if he runs it back and he gets frustrated, he might just walk out for nothing, and that's something that the Lakers cannot afford to do. So, if any moves any franchise altering moves for the Lakers, they will happen this off season. I guarantee you that. So, it is what it is. So, do drop me your comments down in the comment section what you think about this whole situation. I mean, I mean, the Lakers, I'm not sure at this point. I mean, there's so much I can say on the Lakers, but hey, I'm just going to chill and just wait for whatever move they're gonna make, and you're going to react to them here on this channel. So, like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace out.